Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Making a mistake could cost you thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands. Let's break down the most expensive mistakes buyers make and how you can avoid them. Why is this so important for buyers to be aware of potential mistakes before even buying a home? Before I share with you these costly mistakes that home buyers make when buying a home, why is it so important that you understand these before you make your purchase? Right off the bat, buying a home is possibly the biggest financial purchase you will ever make in your lifetime. It's important that you don't make these mistakes and get over your skis on the biggest purchase of your life. Educating yourself is key so you don't lose your house. You don't get into a monthly payment you can't afford. And the dream house doesn't become an anchor around your neck. Understanding these things will help you get the greatest likelihood of success in homeownership. First is being reactive instead of proactive. A proactive buyer is going to get pre-approved ahead of time to get a really good idea of what they can afford and what that payment is going to be. So when you see that house, you don't have the sticker shock when you talk about what payments are going to be. Super important to understand your numbers in advance so when you do find property, you don't get sticker shock when you get pre-approved and see your final numbers. The second thing that the pre-approval does is not just that you can qualify to buy it, that you understand the payment and are really comfortable making that payment. 30 years of easy monthly payments. Make sure you understand those payments ahead of time so you don't get sucked in and have buyer's remorse after you go under contract. Number 2, rose-colored glasses. You see a property, you see the listing, it checks a lot of boxes and you walk in, you're all excited and you're jazzed because you think it's set. Take a big step back.
First, take a big step back and literally
Sleep on it overnight in many cases. Is it really the right property? Are you seeing things just the way you want to see it? Or are there underlying issues? It is okay to take a few minutes. It's a big decision. Think about it overnight. Talk about it. Don't make a spur of the moment decision on a huge purchase. Another example, a lot of houses are staged. Newsflash. The staged furniture doesn't come with the property. You're going to be bringing your own furniture. Look beyond the window dressings or the staged furniture. Look at the other issue. The furniture doesn't come with it. 3 is ignoring the words as is on the listing. You see, some buyers think as is as is. That's the price. That's the condition. That's everything else. You know what? Everything is a negotiation. And just because they said as is doesn't necessarily mean as is. Well, it may mean they're not willing to do repairs. Maybe they're not in the financial situation to do those repairs. But you know what? When the house sells, they're going to be getting some funds. Maybe they use that money to offset the amount of money you're bringing to close so you, in turn, can do those repairs yourself. Whether it's marked as is or not doesn't mean you shouldn't get an inspection. An inspector is that neutral party that's going to come out and look at the property. Maybe the seller disclosed this problem and this problem, but you didn't know this problem and this problem, which were underlying. An example would be maybe there's a little water in the basement, as is. Well, what's that water in the basement from? Is there a foundation issue? Is there a bigger issue outside? Is the pool in the backyard leaking into the basement? Just because they gave you a little doesn't mean there's not more. Invest in a good home inspection. Number 4, cars are easy, houses are more difficult. And the reason why I say cars, in my 20 plus year career, I've had cars blow up home purchases. The car guy wants to get you in that car. What's it going to take you to get you in this car today? You've heard it 1,000 times. Don't make big purchases as you're looking at buying a home. It doesn't mean you can't buy a new car, but talk to your mortgage professional and make sure it's not going to keep you from getting your house. The reason why is that debt now counts against your debt to income ratio. how much money you have coming in every month and how much you have going out. A big car payment is going to limit the amount that you can get for a mortgage. Here's the fifth one. Be cautious not to over-improve a home. I had made the mistake in 8 times, 29 years of marriage. My wife and I have been in 8 homes. Every house I thought was going to be my forever home. We've never been in a home more than 5 years. I've been fortunate that I didn't make improvements that were so great that I couldn't get the money out with the next sale to buy the next house. Make sure you're investing in things that really will give you a good return. Your real estate professional is someone that you can talk to that's going to tell you, do this, not this. Spend money here, not here. Over improving, customizing it more to your liking doesn't mean you're going to get an ROI on it. It's going to create a spot where you have to sell your house for more, potentially more than the home is worth. Just because you love that color and you love that carpet and you love that tile doesn't mean the next person's going to love it. Be mindful that your improvements don't hinder the resale value, either by making selections that aren't for everyone or spending too much money that you're not going to get back on the sale. The problem is many of you don't know which home improvements to avoid. That's why I shot this video, which is absolutely blowing up. Check it out here. It goes into great detail of mistakes that many people made that cost them thousands of dollars. The comments are blowing up. I'd love for you to check it out and hear what you think about your home improvement story.